Have you ever wondered why so many of us seem to age faster than we ought to, even when we try our best to live a healthy life? I used to ask myself that very question on quiet afternoons, sitting in my favorite armchair with a warm cup of tea and reflecting on the years that had etched their stories on my face and heart. Over the decades, I've learned that the secret behind our rapid aging isn't simply about the number of candles on our birthday cake. It's about something much more subtle, something that affects nearly 90% of people without them even realizing it. I'm not a scientist by any stretch of the imagination, but through trial, error, and plenty of quiet reflection, I've discovered that stress and the way our bodies react to it play a critical role in how we age. It isn't just the wrinkles or the slower pace that we might notice. It's the deeper wear and tear on our organs, our minds, and our overall vitality. I remember a time when I felt invincible, when the world was bright with possibility and every morning was greeted with enthusiasm. But as I grew older, the relentless pressures of life, worrying about finances, family, health, and the uncertainties of tomorrow, slowly began to drain the color from my days. I realized that many of us carry this invisible weight without even knowing that it accelerates our journey towards aging. I want to share with you what I've learned about managing this silent saboteur and how to keep its influence in check. You see, it all starts with understanding that aging isn't solely determined by our genes or the inevitable passage of time. It's also about the choices we make every day, the habits we form, and the wisdom we gather from our experiences. One of the greatest lessons I've learned is that while we may not be able to control every aspect of our lives, we do have the power to alter our responses to the challenges that come our way. For years, I was caught in a cycle of worrying, an endless loop of what-ifs that drained not only my energy, but also my hope. It took me many years to realize that stress, when left unchecked, creates a domino effect that influences everything from our immune system to our skin's elasticity. Our bodies are designed to handle stress in short bursts. When faced with a sudden challenge, our internal mechanisms kick in, preparing us to fight or flee. But when stress becomes chronic, it is like a slow-burning fire that damages our cells, speeds up inflammation, and causes a cascade of reactions that manifest in both our appearance and our overall health. I vividly remember the turning point in my life, a moment when I decided that I would no longer allow the constant chatter of worry to dictate my days. I began to study not only my own habits, but also the habits of those who seemed to carry their years with grace and resilience. I met many wonderful souls who, despite the inevitable hardships of life, maintained an inner peace and vitality that shone through in everything they did. Their secret was not in complex medical treatments or expensive therapies, but in simple daily practices that honored both body and spirit. One of the simplest yet most powerful practices I embraced was mindfulness. It sounds like one of those buzzwords that everyone throws around these days, but let me assure you, it is as genuine as the sunrise on a crisp autumn morning. Mindfulness taught me to focus on the present moment, to appreciate the beauty in the mundane, and to let go of the anxieties that only serve to rob me of my joy. When I began to truly live in the now, rather than constantly fretting about the future or rehashing the past, I noticed a change, not only in my mood, but in the way my body felt. My sleep improved, my energy levels steadied, and for the first time in years, I felt truly alive. In addition to mindfulness, I discovered the importance of movement. Now, I'm not talking about running marathons or lifting heavy weights, though exercise can certainly take many forms. I found that gentle movements, such as walking in the park, practicing Tai Chi, or even tending to a garden, made a significant difference. It wasn't just about keeping my muscles active. It was about connecting with nature and feeling the rhythm of life in every step. The simple act of moving, of letting my body stretch and breathe, became a daily ritual that reminded me I was still very much part of this beautiful, ever-changing world. Nutrition, too, played a crucial role in my journey. I learned that what we put into our bodies can either be a source of life or a cause of decay. I began to pay close attention to my diet, favoring fresh fruits and vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins over processed foods and sugary snacks. It wasn't about following the latest fad or counting every calorie. It was about respecting my body as the vessel of my memories, hopes, and dreams. I remember the first time I prepared a meal rich in antioxidants and omega-3 fatty acids, and I felt a gentle warmth spreading through me, a subtle reminder that I was nourishing not only my body, but also my soul. In the process, I discovered that eating well wasn't a sacrifice. It was an act of love for myself. But what truly transformed my life was the realization that the most profound source of rejuvenation lies within our connections to others. As I got older, I sometimes felt isolated, burdened by the belief that aging meant a gradual withdrawal from the vibrant tapestry of community and shared experiences. However, I soon learned that our interactions, whether with family, friends, or even a kind stranger, can light up our days and make us feel more youthful than ever. Laughter, conversation, and shared memories are potent remedies for the wear and tear of life. I began to attend local gatherings, volunteer at community centers, and even started writing letters to old friends. Each conversation was a thread in a tapestry of shared wisdom, reinforcing that aging is not a solitary journey, but a communal celebration of life's many seasons. The more I learned about my own aging process, the more I began to understand that wisdom and health are intertwined. With age comes a deeper insight into the ebb and flow of life, an understanding that every moment is precious, and that the secrets to longevity are not hidden in expensive treatments, but in simple, everyday choices. I discovered that our bodies are remarkably resilient when given the proper care, and that even small adjustments, like reducing stress, moving more, eating well, and fostering connections, can have profound impacts on how we age. It became clear that these practices aren't merely about slowing down time. They are about enhancing the quality of every moment, ensuring that our later years are not defined by limitations, but by the rich tapestry of experiences, memories, and love. There were times, especially in my earlier years, when I felt overwhelmed by the relentless march of time, a feeling of helplessness that whispered that nothing could be done to turn back the clock. But with each new day, I began to see that aging is not a curse to be endured, but a gift to be embraced. Every wrinkle, every gray hair, every line on our face is a testament to a life lived fully, a record of every laugh, every tear, every challenge overcome. I came to cherish these marks of time, understanding that they are not imperfections, but stories of survival and wisdom. In the quiet moments of reflection, I would smile at the thought that each line was a lesson learned, a chapter written in the grand narrative of my life. I also learned that one of the most powerful antidotes to accelerated aging is the art of gratitude. Each morning, as I watched the gentle light of dawn filtering through my window, I took a moment to reflect on the blessings in my life. I thought of the faces of my loved ones, the beauty of nature outside, the simple joys of a good book or a familiar song. This daily ritual of gratitude transformed my perspective, turning even the most challenging days into opportunities for growth and connection. It taught me that no matter how many years pass, there is always something to be thankful for, and that this thankfulness is a wellspring of inner youth that no external force can diminish. As I speak these words to you, I want you to feel that same spark of hope and possibility. I want you to understand that while the pressures of modern life can seem overwhelming, they need not define the pace at which we age. Our bodies and minds are not passive recipients of time's relentless advance. They are dynamic, responsive, and capable of remarkable renewal. Every decision you make, every moment you choose to embrace the present, contributes to a life that is rich in vitality and wisdom. I am reminded of the gentle strength of a river that carves its way through rock, not by force, but through persistence and patience. Similarly, we can shape our aging process by nurturing our bodies with care, our minds with positive thoughts, and our hearts with compassion. I have seen in my own life that the cumulative effect of these small, consistent choices can be nothing short of miraculous. It is not about a dramatic overhaul of your life in a single day. It is about embracing each new morning as an opportunity to live more mindfully, to let go of the burdens of the past, and to welcome the beauty of the present with open arms. There will be days when you feel weighed down by the responsibilities that have accumulated over the years, when the shadows of anxiety seem to stretch longer than the light of hope. On those days, remember that you have the strength to take one more step, to make one more choice that prioritizes your well-being. It might be as simple as a short walk around the block, a quiet moment of meditation, or a heartfelt conversation with someone who understands your journey. These are not mere actions. They are affirmations of life, signals to your body and soul that you are here, that you matter, and that every moment is worth savoring. I also came to appreciate the importance of learning new things, even later in life. There is a myth that growing older means the end of curiosity, but nothing could be further from the truth. I enrolled in classes, learned to play a musical instrument, and even dabbled in painting. Activities that not only stimulated my mind, but also filled my days with a renewed sense of purpose and excitement. The brain, much like a muscle, thrives on challenge and novelty. Every new skill acquired is a reminder that aging does not equate to stagnation. It is an invitation to explore the uncharted territories of our inner selves and to revel in the joy of continuous learning. And let me share with you one final secret that has helped me along this journey: the power of letting go. Over the years, I held tightly to regrets, to grudges, to the mistaken belief that I had to cling to every painful memory in order to validate my life's experiences. It wasn't until I learned to forgive myself and others that I truly began to heal. Letting go isn't about forgetting the past. It is about releasing the emotional chains that bind you to it so that you can move forward unburdened and free. In that freedom, there is an energy, a lightness that radiates from within and transforms every aspect of your existence. As I conclude these thoughts, I invite you to reflect on your own life and consider the ways in which stress may be subtly influencing your journey through the years. Recognize that while aging is an inevitable part of our existence, the manner in which we experience it is largely in our hands. Embrace the practices that nurture your mind, body, and spirit. Cherish your connections with others. Cultivate gratitude. Learn continuously. And above all, remember that each day is a precious gift. I speak these words not as a distant expert, but as a fellow traveler on the road of life. Someone who has tasted both the sweetness of joyful moments and the bitterness of hardship, and who has come to understand that the true measure of our years is not found in the ticking of a clock, but in the depth of our experiences and the lightness of our hearts. So as you listen to these words, let them serve as a gentle reminder that you are not alone in this journey. Every day brings with it the opportunity to slow the pace at which time etches its mark on you, to reclaim the vigor and wisdom that lie dormant within. The path may not always be easy, and there will be moments of doubt and difficulty, but know that the power to transform your aging process lies within your own hands. It is in the choices you make, each mindful breath, every step taken with purpose, and the small acts of kindness toward yourself, that you can defy the statistic that claims 90% of us age faster due to stress and neglect. I invite you now to join me in a quiet revolution against the tyranny of stress, a revolution that honors the wisdom of our years and the beauty of every sunrise. Let us remember that our lives are not measured solely by the passage of time, but by the richness of our experiences, the resilience of our spirits, and the love we share with the world around us. In each moment, there is the promise of renewal, the potential for healing, and the spark of everlasting hope. Take my words as an open invitation to embrace the journey ahead with open arms. Let your days be filled with gentle movements, nourishing meals, and heartfelt conversations. Celebrate the small victories and forgive yourself for the stumbles along the way. And above all, treasure the quiet wisdom that comes with a life well lived. It is this wisdom that lights the path to a healthier, more vibrant existence, one that defies the notion that aging must be a slow descent into frailty, and instead transforms it into a graceful dance with time. Now, as you settle into the comfort of your own thoughts, I hope you feel encouraged to take the reins of your life. The secret to slowing down the rapid pace of aging is not hidden in elusive remedies or unattainable ideals. It is found in the simple act of living with intention, embracing each day as an opportunity to renew your body, your mind, and your spirit. Remember that every choice you make, every moment you invest in your well-being, contributes to a legacy of resilience and hope that transcends the limitations of time. In closing, I want to leave you with a thought that has sustained me through many years. Life is not about resisting change, but about growing with it, nurturing the beauty that comes from within, and honoring the journey that has brought you to this very moment. Whether you are at the beginning of your golden years or well along the path, know that the power to shape your future lies within you. Embrace the practices that have transformed my life: mindfulness, gentle movement, nourishing nutrition, heartfelt connection, continuous learning, and the art of letting go. And let them guide you toward a slower, more fulfilling pace of aging. I speak these words from the depths of my own experience, with the hope that you too will find the strength to defy the odds, to cherish every day, and to live a life filled with vitality and wisdom. So as you listen to this message, let it be the spark that ignites a new chapter in your life, a chapter where stress no longer dictates your journey, where every day is an opportunity to shine, and where the beauty of your soul radiates far beyond the years etched upon your skin. Take this message to heart and remember that while time may move inexorably forward, your spirit can remain ever young if you allow it. Let us journey together toward a life defined not by the rapidity of aging, but by the richness of our experiences, the depth of our connections, and the enduring light of hope that burns bright within us all.